What did the Mississippi State win do for this team, maybe in terms of confidence and showing that they can go into a hostile environment and compete on the road?
You know, and we went into Florida and we dug an early hole and we really battled. So we took something from that, that if we wouldn't have dug such an early hole, that, hey, man, you know, it doesn't get any more difficult than this, but we didn't get the desired result. We then, going to Alabama and going to South Carolina, and it was kind of the same song. You know, we made some mistakes. Good teams take advantage of that. We battled and fought and had opportunities, but just couldn't come up with the win. I think the Mississippi State just getting the win in their mind was huge, because we'd given up one at home, you know, against LSU, and so we had to go find a way to get one to get ourselves back to even.
You talked a little bit about this after the game, but just Vanderbilt. I mean, I know their record's not that great, but
They're a young team. They're dependent. I think they start 2 freshmen. AJ Ogilvy obviously is the guy in which initially when you first name they mentioned in this scouting report starting today will be Ogilvy. And, he's a presence inside, terrific low post scorer, very, very skilled in his ability to pass and make decisions with the ball. They got a young man named Jermaine Beal, who's really, as a junior, has really evolved into the type of production that you want your upperclassmen to play with. And those are the guys that have the experience. Even though Ogilvy's just a sophomore, he was a little bit like Chris in that he got so much time as a freshman. You don't look at him just being in his second year because of the experience that he garnered. Those guys are their glue guys, and then you mix in a Tinsley and a Walker and some very, very outstanding freshmen. They're like a typical well-coached Kevin Stallings. Offensively, they've got a lot of diversity, can do a lot of different things to hurt you. Defensively, I think they're finding their way. They've gone more zone, a little bit like we have. You know, sometimes with youth, you try to figure out what works. They're pressing some back to a zone. They'll change their looks, and obviously, you know, with our kids going into that environment because of not only do they have great support, but you know, the way the benches are set up, it'll be a little bit of a different dynamic for a number of our guys.
your entire coaching career, just about like as a head coach, you've had like the small, quick pointer like Devin Downey or Chris Warren. Obviously, this team is different. Has that been kind of an eye-opener to that style of ball, that it can work?
Well, we've had to change. You know, we certainly have changed. We used a lot of quick guys, as you said, and we tried to put our point guard in a position to be the quarterback on the floor. We couldn't do that early with Tarico. We're starting to be able to give him more latitude in his decision making, but it's a totally different style as to, you know, what we've implemented in the past.